Ever wondered what it's like to be a wine judge? I just had my first experience, and let me tell you that 7 straight hours of tasting nearly 90 wines was intense. So let's dive into my day in the life as a first-time wine judge. Bright and early to start the day, a jog with my pup before a full day of tasting was non-negotiable. Next, I fueled up with my go-to morning smoothie so I wasn't going into the day on an empty stomach. Luckily, the judging was just 10 minutes from my house, and honestly, I had no idea what I was walking into. We kicked things off by getting acquainted with the other judges, all wine industry professionals from winemakers to distributors to somms. Then we had a quick rundown from the event host on how the day would go. We started with a pacer wine, basically a test round to see how we evaluate and score as a group. Then it was go time. The first up were reds, 17 flights of different styles and varietals. And we had to move fast. Sometimes we maybe had 5 minutes to make it through an entire flight. So while I wanted to write down detailed descriptors, I often only had time to write down quick notes like yummy or flabby. Crackers and bread were great palate cleansers, but the real snack MVP was a peanut butter M&Ms, and I definitely ate about 3 bowls of these. After the reds, we took a much-needed lunch break. I immediately ordered the brisket tacos to soak up the wine, and yes, I had a few sips of Coors Light just to reset my palate. And then it was on to 7 flights of white wines. Tasting them after the reds was a real challenge, and I'm not even sure why the judging committee set up the order like this. Even with the lunch break, my palate was struggling. Oh, and the white wines were room temperature, which made evaluating even more of a challenge. But I powered through. After tasting everything, we revisited our gold medal wines to see if any deserved a double gold bump. Then we tasted some more wines to crown our best in show winners. By the end of the day, we had judged about 90 wines and my palate was absolutely fried. But I learned so much in this process and my tasting skills really leveled up in just this 7 hours. And I loved being able to see all the wines revealed at the end. I really cannot wait to do this again. And now please excuse me while I go drink some water.